Most people believe loving a dog is about effort, long walks, expensive food, toys scattered across the floor, but your dog isn't measuring any of that. There are 7 moments happening inside your home every single day that your dog's brain records more deeply than anything you buy for them. And here's the uncomfortable part. You're not doing them wrong. You're doing them almost right. And in your dog's brain, almost feels completely different. 1. The eye contact you break too early. Every time your dog looks at you and you hold that gaze for just a few seconds longer, something invisible locks into place. In 2015, researchers in Japan measured oxytocin levels in dog-human pairs during simple interaction. They found something unusual. When a dog and their owner shared soft eye contact, oxytocin increased in both at the exact same time. Same hormone, same moment, across 2 different species. Then they tested wolves raised by humans. Nothing happened. No hormonal loop, no emotional feedback. This wasn't learned. It was built into dogs specifically for you. So when your dog looks at you, and you glance away after a second, you're not rejecting them, but you are interrupting something their brain was trying to complete. 2. The voice that doesn't match your words. You already talk to your dog in that soft, exaggerated tone. Everyone does. But here's what most people don't realize. Your dog is not just hearing your voice, they're decoding it. In a 2018 study, dogs were played different recordings. Same warm tone, but meaningless words. Same words, but flat tone. Only one combination worked, warm tone, paired with words that actually meant something to the dog. That's when they moved closer, stayed longer. Another brain imaging study showed something even more precise. Dogs process words in the left hemisphere, the same side humans use for language, and their reward center only activates when tone and meaning align. If your voice says good dog, but your energy says I'm distracted, their brain notices the mismatch, and the reward never fully lands. 3. The moment you walk through the door. You've probably heard this before. Don't get too excited when you come home. Ignore your dog. It sounds logical, but the data says the opposite. A large 2021 survey found that dogs with separation issues were more likely to have owners who used low-energy greetings. Calm entrances didn't fix anxiety. They correlated with more of it. In controlled studies, only one type of reunion kept oxytocin elevated after the moment ended. Voice plus touch together. Not one, not the other. Both. Your dog has been waiting in a state of anticipation, and when you walk in and stay neutral, the moment their brain prepared for never actually happens. 4. The walk that isn't really for them. Most walks are structured around your routine, distance, speed, direction. But for your dog, that's not a walk. That's being escorted. In a 2019 experiment, dogs were split into 2 groups. One followed strict heel patterns. The other followed their nose freely. After 2 weeks, researchers tested their emotional outlook. Dogs who explored scents became more optimistic. Same time outside, same physical movement, completely different mental result. Because for dogs, smell isn't just curiosity, it's how they process the world. When you rush them past a scent, you're not just moving faster, you're cutting off information their brain was trying to finish. 5. The game. You think you have to win. There's a common belief that letting your dog win makes them dominant, so people pull harder, end the game on their terms. But when researchers actually tested this, it didn't hold up. Winning or losing didn't change dominance at all. What changed was attention. Dogs who were allowed to win showed more focus on their owner afterward, not less. And something else mattered even more. The owner's behavior during the game, warmth and praise lowered stress, correction increased it. So the outcome of the game, irrelevant. But the emotional tone you bring into it, that stays with them long after it ends. 6. The 3 minutes that rewire their brain. Most people think training has to be long to matter. It doesn't. In brain scan studies, dogs showed equal, sometimes stronger, reward responses to praise compared to food. Same reward system, same activation. But only when the experience was clear, positive, and consistent. Dogs trained with pressure or punishment showed higher stress levels even outside training sessions. As if the anxiety didn't stay contained, it spread. 3 minutes before a meal, simple behaviours, clear feedback, that's enough. Because in your dog's brain, praise isn't secondary. For some dogs, it's the main reward. 7. The silence that reveals everything. This last one looks like nothing. You sitting in the same room, doing absolutely nothing. No commands, no touch, no interaction. And still, stress levels drop. In multiple conditions, passive human presence reduces cortisol almost the same as active engagement. But a newer finding changes this completely. It's not just what you're doing, it's where your mind is. Dogs don't just read your actions, they read your internal state. When owners stayed mentally stuck in work stress, their dog's cortisol levels rose alongside them. No commands, no signals, just presence, carrying tension. So when you sit with your dog, the question isn't, are you interacting? It's what are you bringing into the room with you? None of these moments cost anything. No equipment, no schedule, just seconds that most people overlook, but your dog doesn't. Their brain is constantly tracking connection, or absence of it. Not in big gestures, but in the small ones you barely notice. And over time, those moments don't just pass. They build something, or quietly take it apart. So now I'm curious. Which one of these have you been almost getting right? And which one are you going to change first?